Yo, what up, everybody watching? How you guys doing? Right now, I'm just going over a few different. I'm just going over NAS and gold right now, just kind of bouncing back and forth. But yeah, just trying to find some key levels. Yeah, I'm trading both right now. Lafta, what up? Yeah, I'm trading. I've been trading NAS and I've been trading gold too. So I've been kind of going back and forth. I haven't really done any of these other ones really, but I kind of look at them. I kind of look at all these pairs right here, but I've been really trading NAS and stuff like that. I like NAS. NAS is pretty cool. I like it, and I have a funded with them. For my voice or for the music? Are you talking about the voice or the music? I don't know if it's my voice that might be too far from the mic, um but yeah, just let me know which one. Oh, okay, yeah, it might have been it could be because I'm a little far away from the mic. Let me try to get a little closer. But yeah, I've been trading futures because I have a funded with them, and then with Apex, and then I have MT5 where I trade gold on another funded. But yeah, let me know if that's a little better, if it helps out with the sound. But yeah, we've been at all-time highs right now, so it's kind of hard to trade right now because there's really no like there's no traffic or there's no like really information up here. So I have to really go down to a smaller time frame just to see, what we could be doing. I'm just kind of where I got these levels at. I use this Fibonacci area, and I go to the top on the 15, and I got this golden box right here, and it's also inside of this like I guess you would call it like a order block, I guess, or whatever it is. But I've been using that kind of too a little bit, just to try to find levels and things like that, because this is the where the we did get stopped at right here, and then this is kind of like a resistance, and then there's also a support there. So what that kind of tells me though is that this level is kind of important. So with this box is pretty much this red candle right there. So it's kind of explaining why we kind of came here, respect it, came here, respect it. So if we do come down, this is kind of an area where I'll be probably looking for or something like that. I traded NQ in Jan and Feb, blew my accounts a lot, so switched to the ESA a lot better for me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's all, I mean, at least to me, for sure, for some reason, it feels like it's all the same. Um, Nothing really too crazy much different. Obviously, just price action and stuff just maybe moves a little differently. But I don't know which one you were using. Were you using NQ or were you using MNQ? If you kind of look over here, the MNQ is also like it's a smaller one, so you won't blow your account as fast. Where if you use an NQ, this is the bigger lot sizes and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more risky. You could blow your account a lot faster. So, but yeah, I've been kind of doing both, kind of the NQ, same thing, kind of just different lot sizes and stuff like that. But yeah, kind of seeing this little area right here. Came back down to it. Well, we haven't really hit it yet. I'm wondering if this could be here for here. Oh, we did hit it right there. So now I guess what I could do is do it this way from here down to there, and that's where we're at right now. So we're kind of in this little zone here. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been on lately. Just ES, okay. ES. I'm not sure what ES is, but yeah. During the Asian session, I switched to MES. Okay. What is ES? What is exactly ES? I'm not sure what ES is. Stoic, what up? What up, brother? What up? Just looking over a few things right now. I was kind of bored. I was gonna be waiting for Wix to get on in about an hour, so I just figured I'll kind of do a little bit of analysis, just switching back and forth from the NAS and gold and stuff. But obviously, the way gold is, us being at all-time highs, it's kind of hard to do anything with gold right now. So just kind of looking back and forth on NAS and stuff like that. Hey, brother, appreciate it. Appreciate you, Stoic. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Shout out Stoic. Big dub, big dub. But yeah, I've been working on NAS still too, you know, trying to get better at NAS and stuff like that. I've been working on this like kind of ideas. I've been looking at, you know, I took a trade, a little small trade earlier. I closed out in profits, but what I'm working on is trying to get these trades from down here at this bottom and, you know, riding them up to the top of these areas type of thing. As you guys can see, kind of what I'd be looking for is, if you see this line right here, is also these lows right here. So when this came down, it broke these lows, and that's what usually signals the move to go back up. And if you notice, the target is usually the level before it. So that's kind of what I've been working on, really trying to catch these moves and stuff, trying to catch these moves like this, like kind of like reversals in a sense. I've been really trying to work on catching these reversals, just trying to catch these bigger moves. I mean, I don't mind a 10 pip move. Yeah, no worries, Stoic. Always, bro, always. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on, is just noticing that, you know, once lows get tapped, now highs need to be tapped. So what I'm kind of thinking, it could at least possibly even come back down up to here, maybe even 2 or something like that. Yeah, Stoic. So yeah, that's kind of like I said, this is what I've been working on, is understanding that lows need to be tapped and highs need to be tapped. So as you can see, this low right here is what got tapped, and this was also a low area where we did shoot right back up. So kind of what I've been realizing is that on a smaller time frame, when you go to a smaller time frame, you'll start seeing things like this, where this is the formation right here. This is the idea of what kind of plays out, is that, like, let me see, let me go back to this real quick. Let me see, where is it at? All right, so yeah, so like, I'm just gonna put this low right here. I'm gonna put this low right here. This candle wick right here at the bottom of that candle right there, and then I'm gonna come over here. Actually, I'll put it at the bottom of this zone. You could either put it, like, I would say something like that right there. Even that, you could even maybe put it at the bottom of that guy, because that is the low of this whole range right here. So this whole range right here, the low of it is this little wick right there. So just when I zoom over here, you can see this is exactly where we're respecting at, but that wick right there is what took out a bunch of people. So what I've noticed is that a lot of times is that people will get into a sell right here thinking, oh, we're gonna go lower now because it broke. Because even on a smaller time frame, if you look at the smaller time frame, it's exactly it almost looks like a breakout kind of a thing. So a lot of people, what happens is, you know, it looks like a little onion play here, and then, you know, we break down with this candle, it breaks below this range, a wick up, and then goes down. So a lot of people, what they do is they'll take a sell right there, and once they take that sell, that's the move that is the reversal. So what it pretty much tries to do is, I think of it as, like, you know, there's let's say there's also buyers, because there's probably be a lot of buyers that are either buying right here or buying up here, and their stops would be at the previous low, which is this line is at. So what I've kind of noticed is that, let's say we're in a buy here and our stops are down here. This whole move is what's to get these buyers out of here. So it gets buyers, those people out of there, also gets these people out of there if they don't end up closing. Because even though you might have been right for a little bit, like let's say you take a buy at this little area right here, and then you do start going up and you don't close, or you don't move to break even, these are your stops. This is usually where people put their stops at. So what it does is it wipes all these people out. You know, it gets these people out, gets these people out, and then it even kind of comes up. It even kind of tricks a lot of people too, because if you could take a buy somewhere down here, you think it's going to go back down again. So it almost, you know, let's say you bring your stop losses to break even at this point, it goes back down to stop you out before actually moving. So what I've been trying to work on is really trying to catch these moves down here. And I've been getting a lot better at it. It's pretty soon I'll be able to catch those moves exactly how I want them. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been noticing a lot of times is like these are the areas where they try to stop a lot of people out before reversing and stuff, you know. So yeah, that's just kind of what I've been working on and stuff like that. So if you could kind of see, and if you notice, this is also the area where if you were to take a buy somewhere down here, if you're in the trade because of it's your plan, that's where, you know, you could ride it and not even have to worry once you go break even, because it doesn't even come close to your stops again. And this is also what I've been working on. Let's say I kind of see this is the area of interest. I won't take this buy or sell yet. I'll wait for almost like a retest. And this is the retest area right here where I would be possibly looking for a buy. So that way too, it just goes straight up and that stuff like that. So, but yeah, like a Stoic, I've been seeing when you take your trades and stuff, like you've been taking some good trades, but I don't even know if you realize, but a lot of times when you take your really good trades, it's doing the same thing. You know, when you're like the ATX or the ADX, whatever, I'm not sure what it's called, but like when it starts to form, it usually starts to form in this area. So next time you're taking your trade and you kind of have that idea and it starts to happen in this zone, you know, like they start to cross over or whatnot, a good confirmation is also maybe understanding that this is the area that probably broke these previous lows. So it kind of gives you a little bit more confirmation, because if you kind of look over here to the top right here, these technically broke the lows also, but there's also lows right here to where it kind of gives it like, this is kind of probably why it didn't continue up like that. Because if it wanted to continue up, most likely it would have probably broken this low first before going up. But then, like I said, it's also depends on the time frame and things like that. So like what I've noticed is on like a, let's say a 5 minute, it might break a 5 minute low, but if you go to the hourly or the 4 hour or something, like let's, okay, perfect, like this is a good example. Like look at this area right here, right? And you're like, oh, okay, it broke these lows, it should go up. But let's say I go to a 4 hour, look at where this 4 hour didn't break these 4 hour lows. So it's like that kind of explains also why this move didn't continue up. But now if you notice on this 4 hour with this whole candle, this was the move that broke this level too, you know. So that is kind of explaining why this is the one that actually is going up. So I mean, to be honest, I would want to try to take some kind of possibly a buy, or even maybe take it back up to this range. But one thing that I did notice is that this did tap this area, but the same way I say it, yeah, the same way that I say it is that highs need to be tapped. So where I'm thinking this could possibly go is at least to these highs, if not break this high for sure. Because it's one thing that Don always does too, is like he understands it the same way. You know, I probably just explained it a little bit differently, but how he always says when he's getting into a trade, it's always like this high needs to be tapped before we actually push down. So in order for this to really probably push down, we might need to at least break the previous high, if not the one right before it and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on and stuff like that. Just really trying to, like I said, I don't mind sometimes the ADX signals while it is making that structure. The entry is based on the ADX, but getting out or break even or managing risk is based on the price action and market structure. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, that's just, yeah, just trying to just give a heads up to see, maybe that'll also maybe give another confirmation of if that's going to be the move that really pushes, or if it's going to be. And it's also, like I said, it's not that, like I say, this move is wrong in a sense. Like, it did break these lows, but you also have to understand that if you get into a buy right here, these are the ones you probably move to break even a lot sooner, and you don't expect it to go all the way up, because you also understand that on a higher time frame. Yeah, for sure, Stoic. But yeah, like I'm saying, is that those will be that'll be the idea where, like I said, if you get into this trade down here, these are the ones you could kind of understand. Okay, if I do get into here, I'm not going to hold all the way to the highs, because I also know on a higher time frame, these lows haven't even been broken yet. Like this low didn't break this low. But if you kind of look right here, which is this low right here, it did break this low. So that explains, and this is on a 4-hour, so this explains why it did end up going all the way up here. And if you kind of see where this area tapped at, you tapped that high, look at where it tapped at. This is that resistance, and then this is there. So this wick right here is more or less the wick that broke this high, so it could come down, which is what I've kind of been working on too, is understanding which high we need to tap, because obviously you could see this is another high and it didn't tap that. But the reason why is like on a bullish area, when you're coming up, this is where we got stopped at when we were bullish. This wick right here was almost to fake out everybody, because if you go on a higher time frame, this is like the breakout kind of a candle, where that would make people think, oh, we're breaking out, we're going up. But in reality, it's not. It's pretty much to it's pretty much to get people trapped. So the way I think about it is like if you see this candle right here, like if you were looking at it, obviously I'm trying to take it like that so you can't really see the rest. But that green candle right there, it breaking above, I'll just do it like this. Like this candle right there, it looks like a perfect breakout, right? Like, oh man, we're going to the moon now. Everything's bullish, we're running up. But look at right after the fake out. So that's what I've been realizing, is that there's candles that are meant to make you think we're going out. Even if this one, look, oh, you didn't get in there. You have your stops, maybe previous lows kind of over there. We come down, you're still holding, and then you're like, okay, we're good. And it does the